Hi, I'm Zaheen Hussein, Millvale Sustainability Coordinator, inviting you to grow your garden at Millvale May Days. Visit our town, catch the great deals at local businesses, win prizes, and collect all kinds of seed to grow your garden for free. Mark your calendar for May 6th and 7th here in Millvale. Follow the Business Association of Millvale on Facebook and Twitter at BAM15209 for more details.
Hey guys, it's Matt Light, winner of the 2014 and 2015 Best Comedian Award by Pittsburgh Magazine. Now it's your chance to come see me perform. April 8th at Dave & Buster's, I'll be at the Comedians for Cancer benefit. I'm actually a cancer survivor. We are actually going to benefit for the Testicular Cancer Foundation. Proceeds will go to them. You can come juggle some balls, play some beer pong, watch some comedy. It's going to be a great night. I'll be there headlining along with me, some of the best comedians in Steel City. Make sure you get your tickets now. Click the link that doesn't exist right now, but it will by the time you read this, and play with your balls. To another River Talk Extra here on the River's Edge Radio Network, gearing up for Heavy Metal Monessen 3, which will be April 23rd at 1 p.m., 1 to 8 p.m., and one of the bands performing at Heavy Metal Monessen 3 is Boomstick, who is right here in studio. We have Andrew and Justin here on each side of the table from me, and guys, I have to ask, what the fuck is a boomstick?
Well, pretty much it started out as the movie Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell and all that from the 80s. There's a line he says, "This is my boomstick." So we took that and we ran with it, and some people get it, some people don't. But we thought it would be a pretty cool name for thrash metal, so.
Nice, I like it. And I want to ask a little bit about the band. Your guys' band is kind of like the soap opera of bands in a way, where you've got different people coming from different bands who were in bands together before, who have come back to be in a band again. So I want to ask, has any other band accused you guys of cheating on them?
I don't really think so too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe help us out a little bit. Well, how else would you phrase cheating on?
I don't know, did you ever ever pirate a band member, or has it always been a mutual?
Well, every band member we've had has either been on their own, doing their own thing, or you know, we don't step in other people's business.
I'm just messing with you guys.
I mean, I got you.
Yeah. No, because I just noticed that when I was reading your guys' bio, a lot of you guys have played together in the past, and you've come back together to join the group, and that's kind of kind of cool how that's worked out. So.
Yeah, all our members were cool. Sometimes we flip-flop.
Yeah, no, that's sweet.
Get the cool sound.
How did you guys come together? Has everybody played before in other bands in the past, or has there been...
Well, yeah, me and our bassist, Matt, we actually used to play in a pop-punk band, which is kind of weird, because now we play metal together.
That is, that's a crazy shift.
Yeah, and me and Andrew used to jam together, like, a long time ago, years ago.
Those were the old days.
Yeah, and, we all just kind of came together, and we picked up our guitarist, Sam, along the way. And, yeah, it was pretty cool. Worked out for the best, seems like.
So, talk about that transition going from a pop-punk band to a heavy metal band. What spurred the change in style?
Well, I mean, me and Matt, we always wanted to play metal all along, but we kind of were just desperate to be in a band at the time. Mm-hmm. And, we thought the pop punk would be pretty cool to play and stuff, and I don't know, it didn't end up working out in the end, but it was pretty cool still.
Has any of that style influenced what you guys do now? Because I know a lot of times, even though it's a different genre, a lot of times you're able to take something from that and kind of apply it or help grow
your current brand and band? Is that?
I mean, with the bass, you can definitely tell that some of Matt's style comes from that genre a little bit, and even sometimes with Justin, the way he wants to play the drums sometimes. There are some punk elements in there, but I'm not so much sure about vocals and guitar.
Sure. Yeah.
But the lower end of it, definitely, there's some of that vibe in there, if on some stuff.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of cool because I always like hearing stories like that because I feel like that adds a kind of a unique flavor to the group that maybe separates you from another group.
Yeah. It's definitely weird at first, though, going from playing, like, Green Day and stuff to Metallica. That's a pretty big transition.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And where all of you guys played in the past? What are some of the more interesting venues?
For a while there, we were basically at the Rex every weekend. The Rex Theater down in Pittsburgh.
South Side.
South Side, yeah.
But our
Opposite end
recent
of town.
yeah, our recent gigs we've been down at the Altar Bar, opening up for Jackal, and a lot of other cool bands that have played there. And we've been doing the PLMS, which is
we played a show last night actually at PLMS. We opened up for this new coming touring band. They're a pop punk band, Leota, and they're doing a tour in the next couple weeks or so, all along the East Coast. So it was pretty cool to support them on it and stuff.
and just be a part of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
You guys play in Greensburg at all? I know you guys are from out that way.
Not so much. It doesn't seem like we haven't really found too many venues so far. Obviously the most well known probably is
The Keno, man. I mean,
Yeah, Keenan and Jeanette. Yeah.
Oh, that's in Jeanette. What's that? What's the one? The really
Still,
popular
that same
one.
area, yeah. Are you thinking about the Palace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of what it was called.
yeah. I mean, if the opportunity comes to play the Palace, sign me right up.
That place is beautiful. It's kind of like it feels like it's out of place in Greensburg almost.
Yeah, I saw a couple bands there. Very interesting. I never thought like a metal band or anything like that would sound so good in a place like that.
Well, you know what those places
And not to
are?
mention, it's beautiful.
It is. It's fantastic, and those places I think are built. They're built for music. That's what's so amazing about them is the acoustics are there. So really, you can put any type of band in a place like that, and it's going to sound good because it's just built for something like that. And whenever you're in the Palace, I always think it's kind of interesting. So we talked about how beautiful it is, but I could see in the Muppets, those two old angry men who like stand up and lecture people. They have that shit there. They have those little like things that jut out near the ceiling. Those little balcony areas.
If we play there, we're getting some dolls and putting them up there.
Yes, you need to. Or why don't you just get like two real old men to like heckle you guys, and like turn that down.
Now give my pop a call. We'll have them up there.
Yes, I think that would be fantastic. No, but it's an interesting area out there. I grew up out that way, and it's nice. But if you like to do something every day, then it's maybe not the place.
Yeah.
I mean, like I moved into the city, and it's just like there's a lot, especially in urban where I grew up. There's a lot of stuff to do, but it seems like not that every day. If you're someone like me who's just like I like to be.
You gotta get up and move around. Yeah, that's definitely not the place if you want to be up and around. But I mean, I think it's cool because it's like the perfect distance away from Pittsburgh, and it's like away from all the hubbub and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's being around people for me. I like to have my own space. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So.
No, I completely understand that. Now, Heavy Metal Monessen, you guys are performing there. Is this your first time at the event?
Yeah, I actually never heard of it until actually no, I heard a little bit about it last year through Talion.
Yes,
talking
we just
with
had
them.
on. We had them on just right after Easter. So
Yeah, there's some cool dudes.
yeah.
That's the only time I've actually heard of it. I really didn't hear much about it until this year, and it's pretty awesome to get to play it.
How did you get involved? Is it something where did one of the people, either Zach or Jonathan, reach out to you who were planning the event, or did you find out about it and ask them to get involved?
It's actually a funny story. Well, we saw the lineup for it, and we saw our name on it, and it wasn't us. It was someone else trying to get started, I guess, under
We were like,
our
there's
name.
not two Boomsticks in Pittsburgh. What's going on? Are we on that?
Yeah.
I contacted the WCAL
Yes.
radio page and stuff like that, and asked about it, and they kind of got us on it since we're kind of a bit more established than the band that was just getting started, I guess. But I mean, in the end, it worked out. I guess I talked to the people who were gonna use Boomstick, and they changed it since we've had it longer and stuff.
So they changed their name?
Yeah.
Did they know of you guys? Were they trying to pick the name because they were fans of yours, or?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, as far as I know, I thought that they were real considerate about it. They were chill dudes about it.
Yeah.
It was just a misunderstanding. But either way, everything's squared away, and now we're on Monessen, so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Have you ever been to that amphitheater in Monessen?
Honestly, I've only been to Monessen like once, I think.
Okay, well, you guys are gonna be playing like almost in the woods. It looks like there's gonna be like flowers in front of the stage.
Nothing wrong with that.
So metal, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be metal.
So
But you know what? It's cool because people are like rocking out there, and
Yeah.
it's a cool
killer lineup.
It is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do a great job every year. Last year, really, each year it seems to really go to the next level. They seem to constantly be progressing towards better things. The second year, it was definitely a lot more bands. They had a big name. It went really well. This year, they're actually rolling out 2 stages. This is the first year where they're going to
That's going to be cool
2
to see.
stages.
It's gonna work out a lot better, I think, and switching and stuff like that.
Off that list right now, Solar Burn, I've heard really cool things about.
Yeah,
they're an
they'll be
instrumental type thrash group that I've been listening to.
Yeah, they'll be on this Sunday as well. So, yeah,
Cool.
I've been wanting to play with them for a while, and of course Claymore and Talion, we've talked to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've had them both on.
And
Only Flesh. I've heard ridiculous stuff about Only Flesh.
Yeah, they're crazy.
they put on a crazy show.
Yeah, they definitely do. It's crazy
Yeah.
because they're to watch them is almost difficult to watch. But the music's really
They put
good,
on
though.
a show, though,
Yeah, they definitely put on a show, definitely. We have Justin and Andrew of Boomstick, who will be performing April 23rd at Heavy Metal Monessen at the Monessen City Park Amphitheater. Don't forget, April 8th, we have Matt Light, cancer survivor, who's going to be doing a benefit at Dave & Buster's for the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation. And you can get those tickets. Look up barjutsu.com. You can find those tickets there. So what's the craziest thing that you guys have seen? Because as I feel like being in the metal scene, sometimes you see some interesting things from the people in the audience, people just doing crazy shit.
We were playing a Battle of the Bands at the Rex Theater, I want to say maybe a year ago.
Uh-huh.
And one of the bands up there, Alive to Live, let's give a shout out to Alive to Live. They got up there, and I believe that they had a man dressed as a cow raining around the stage like crazy person.
They were doing
And there was a trampoline on the stage. They had their drummer come out from behind the kit and do a backflip. Oh my!
Kind of like
oh
that,
my
right?
goodness! Yeah, it was
For
wild.
those listening, we just had a flip.
We had to do a little demonstration
we
for you.
did a demonstration here, so watch the video. But no, that's fantastic. Now, have you guys ever been to Cal U? Because it's down in that Mon Valley area.
Yeah, I've visited there a couple of times.
Have you ever seen the crazy cow in the library?
No.
No. Okay. Since your story, it reminds me of this cow. You need to go into the library. If when you go in, you have to go past the main desk, make a left into this weird room, and then on the right, there's this giant statue of a cow.
A cow.
And it's a multicolored cow. It's like literally life-size cow. A life-size cow. It's fantastic. There's a picture. I have a picture of myself with this cow because it's like my favorite piece of art. They tried to sell it, and apparently nobody wanted it, which I can't imagine why. Because if I had the money, I'd easily spend like $1,000 on this cow.
Why would you not want a life-size cow? Why would you not want one?
I know, right?
It would make a great living room piece. You could hang all
It
your
would.
shid on it.
Yeah, I would
Be
love
perfect.
it. It would. Well, you saw the Millville Studios. It's a giant art studio. That would be
Yeah.
fantastic here, right in our lobby.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have that giant.
Now, right
cow.
off the bat, what would you name a cow like that if it was your own?
Ooh, I don't know. Sour milk.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy. It's a crazy cow. I want to talk in the few minutes we have remaining about the metal scene in Pittsburgh. I feel like the
That's
metal.
a good subject.
Yeah, I feel like it's growing by leaps and bounds. Really, I mean, people. I look at events like Heavy Metal Monessen, which is down in the Mon Valley. I look at the Women of Metal Festival, which has it's been in Pittsburgh for a few years. I think I went out of Pittsburgh last year, but that's been going on in Pittsburgh. It seems like there's more metal festivals, more opportunities to hear multiple metal bands in one location, which I feel like helps kind of grow the genre. Do you think that it's kind of on the rise in Pittsburgh, or am I just making shit up?
The music is definitely thriving in Pittsburgh, any way you want to look at it. But I mean, Justin,
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think it's definitely rising. There is some problems amongst it a little bit. It seems like a lot of times there's some drama between some bands, and we just need to get past that. And once we get past some of that, it'll just skyrocket, I think.
Work as a team, a collective thing. Just you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Boom, everyone can benefit.
What do you think you have this this kind of rift? Do you think it's egos?
I mean, people get into the thrash metal. Oh, we're thrash metal. We're death metal. We're pop punk. Rather than separating yourselves in those different genres, you mash them all together into just the scene, and everybody helps out each other. That separation that people have, I believe, has a negative effect on the scene. But I mean, when there's a metal show, everyone's good. But
And I agree, because I look at metal, for example, and that's one of the things that I love about it, is there are so many different subsects of it. It's not like country's a bad example, because they've got the new shitty country.
Yeah,
that's
a whole different
country.
thing.
And then, but my point is, you look at I don't know, like rock and roll, for example. You play rock, you can play but there's only so many sections. Versus metal, you've got symphonic metal, then you've got the heavy metal, and you've got there's just so many different elements to it that are really so unique and so different. And I feel like they're even much more different than a lot of these other subsects of other genres, where you can hear two different metal bands and not even realize they're in the same genre.
Exactly.
Because there's so much uniqueness, and I think that's interesting, and that's something that I think a lot of people don't realize. I for one, was never really exposed to metal until I went to WCAL, and it was DJs such as Zach Fell, who runs Heavy Metal Monessen, and there was a gentleman, The Gorgon was a show. I was trained on that show. That was Ray and Ryan, Travis, all these different metal shows. There was a huge... It's actually died down, believe it or not. It was almost all metal at WCAL for a short time. And I was really exposed to metal there, and I was amazed at the diversity within the genre, and that's really what got me interested in it and started to get me listening to it as well. And people just don't realize that, I don't think.
Yeah, it's very interesting how there's so many different types of metal you can be exposed to. You could go to a show, and then one band will start off as a metalcore band, the next band could be a death metal band, the next one could be thrash, and so on. But, it's all metal, and everyone should just be able to come together and love it.
The cool thing about Pittsburgh is you can go to any given show. A band will get up there and whip out Hendrix, and then the next band after that will throw at you Metallica. And then the next band after that, it'll give you rap. I mean, one venue show at any given place could have all those three things, and that's why I think the scene here in Pittsburgh is so diverse. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it really spreads the people apart, which is...
Yeah.
No,
I think it could be a very good thing if they're able to work together, as you said, because now you're bringing in people who have such different interests you're exposing them to other subgenres within the group, and then I would at least hope that their appreciation for music as a whole and the genre as a whole will expand, and in the entire scene can grow that way. Like you said, if they work, if people are able to work together. I think that's what's nice about a festival like this is
it's metal.
Yeah.
It's metal.
Heavy Metal Monessen.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
Zach Fell, who started the event and runs it, he's the one who's organizing it. He's not a musician himself. He's an appreciator of metal. He's a writer for MetalInsider.net as well. So he is kind of looking at it maybe from an unbiased standpoint. He's not a person who's in a band who's trying to bring in like-minded bands. He's pulling in people that he likes and people that he thinks are good, or people he thinks that will do well in the festival, and so you kind of have that unbiased approach to it.
Yeah, which is very awesome.
That's one of the better mindsets to have. You like what these guys are all about, throw them on there, and if it's metal, create a show for it. I think that's super cool, and I'm really, really excited to be a part of it.
Yeah,
and the whole direction that not only Boomstick but everybody's on the rise, and I think that is just incredible to be a part of.
And in its 3 years, the only 2 bands that have been to all 3 Heavy Metal Monessens are Italian and Claymore. So you're getting new bands every year, so there's a new draw to bring people in, which I think is cool, because I think putting together an event like this, you could easily fall into a rut where you're bringing back the same people every time. So I think that's cool to be able to expose people to new groups as well. So.
And expose the bands. Too. You get a band that has never played a big show or something, and you give them this opportunity, and then it creates a whole new side of things there when you look at the band perspective, because they're just trying to play in front of as many people as possible. So if they have the metal on their name, then this is the perfect place for them,
Exactly. Well, do you guys have any other shows coming up?
Yeah, we got a good bit actually. We're playing the Hard Rock next month. We're opening up for a Lamb of God tribute band called Death Rattle. That's actually the same week as Heavy Metal Monessen. What else? We're playing at this thing called Gigaroo. It's like a benefit thing with the Rock for Life series events. They always have it at this baseball field, and it's just awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's campground. It's a 2-day thing. It's a very friendly atmosphere there. What is it, $20 to get in at the Gigaroo?
Yeah, something that gets you both days too. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's a really cool festival.
Yeah. As of now, I think that's all I can think of at least. But we got.
We're always adding new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. So check these guys out. Send us that information. We'll put it out on the Facebook page and the Twitter and everything. But yeah, check them out here in Pittsburgh. If you can, check them out down in Monessen. It's easy to get to. No excuses. Don't take 51. Take 70 down. Take 70 to 79. Then you can find your way to Monessen. So there's no excuses. You don't have to deal with the Liberty Tubes. You don't have to deal with 51 bullshit. Just drive down the highway, escape all of that, and rock out to some great metal music. April 23rd at the Monessen City Park Amphitheater, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. And don't forget, April 8th, we have Comedians for Cancer with Matt Light at Dave & Buster's. I'm Brian Crawford. You're listening to another River Talk Extra. Don't forget to listen to riversedgepgh.com 24 hours a day for Pittsburgh's only local music station. You can also find us on TuneIn and check out River Talk every Monday morning. 6 to 8 a.m. here at riversedgepgh.com, Pittsburgh's voice for local music. Thank you guys.